After 2 weeks of waiting, it is finally here. The 8BitDo Ultimate 2 controller, and I have it in purple. This controller is designed for PC and Android. So I want to know, does this controller live up to its ultimate name? Or did I buy a cool looking $60 purple paperweight? By the way, I did a video where I touched on introducing the controller about 2 weeks ago. If you want to see it, click on the link below and scroll over to about the 3 minute mark, and you can watch the reporting that I did on this controller. Now, let's unbox it, check out the build, and see if it's worth adding to your setup. Now that I have this in my hands, one of the biggest reasons why I picked this up is that it has TMR joysticks. But what exactly is TMR and why does it matter? TMR stands for tunnel magnetic resistance, and it's a breakthrough in joystick technology. Unlike traditional sticks, which rely on physical contact and wear down over time, TMR joystick uses magnetic fields to detect movement, meaning there's zero contact, no friction, and way less chance of stick drift over time. Most controllers use potentiometers-based joysticks, which have mechanical parts that eventually wears out, leading to stick drift, that frustrating issue where your character moves on its own. Hall effect sticks have been the main alternative, using magnets to detect movement, but TMR is the next evolution, offering even higher precision, durability, and long-term reliability. For competitive and long-term gaming, joystick reliability is key. With TMR sticks, you get smoother movement, better accuracy, and a controller that should last way longer than standard sticks. That's why I had to pick this up. Alright, now when you buy the box, this is the packaging that it comes in. As you can see, I have the purple version of the controller. And I kind of want to go over some of the labeling that's on the box, right? Because there's one pretty interesting thing about this controller that's on the box. Okay, so when you get it, it tells you up front, Windows and Android, that's what it's compatible for. Contents, you get the controller, the charging dock, and a 2.4 gigahertz adapter, right? And you get the same promotion at the bottom. But what's really interesting is this still says Hall effect on here, even though this is a TMR stick controller. So maybe I need to get a little bit more informed on TMR and if it's probably a part of Hall base. But yeah, but other than that, nothing's on the top but just the 8BitDo. Nothing's on the bottom but just a logo. The sides have nothing, and this side has nothing. And then on the back, you get a different picture and 8BitDo, your QR code, and it lets you know Windows and Android. Windows 10 and above, Android 13 and above as well. The product name, model number, input, got the color purple, and just a little bit more labeling. All right, let's get this open. Looks like it slides right out. Here we go. All right. I love that it's just straight packaged up. Okay. This actually looks good. It's smaller than what I imagined. Okay. But it looks really good. Okay. This is awesome that this comes with a charging dock. And this is going to look really good on my desk. Okay, so you have the 8-bit logo here, 8BitDo, and on the bottom you have your dongle that sticks right in where you can store it away. Okay, pogo pins for charging controller, and when it's all together, it looks like that. Okay, so paperwork. It looks like you get USB A to C here, okay, and it doesn't look like anything else is in the box. I can't even take this out. Okay, so here's where it comes with. That's everything besides the USB stick that's on the bottom. Now, I will say this thing is pretty cool. So when you have the controller docked, this light comes on. And when you remove it, the controller cuts on. Oh, wow, that's cool. It has a vibration to let you know. And what's sweet about this, right, is that I haven't even plugged in the receiver that's on the bottom of here, but I have it plugged up in the back USB-C right there, and it automatically works on my PC. I didn't have to. If it's like basically plugging in the dongle that comes with it. So what I think is happening is the dongle that's under here is plugged into the base, and because I got USB-C, this cord right here, plugged up to my Razer, it automatically connects. This is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, let's take a look around the controller. Okay, you have your normal buttons, your Xbox style kind of layout, Y, X, A, and B. You have your joysticks. Oh, that's pretty cool. So if you can see, whenever I touch this one, it highlights the ring around the opposite stick, and it highlights the placement, and it does it on both ends. So if I do this one, if I do that one, that's pretty cool. It has like this lighting effect where it highlights where your stick is. It looked like you have your start and select buttons, kind of like your switch style, your home button, and then this here. Oh, so it changes the effect. Okay, to this orangish yellowish color, and then it turns it off, and then you're back to the blue. I actually like the blue, and I like this effect here as well. You got your D-pad. I don't know initially what this button is. I will have to figure that out later, but it looks like since there's light indicators down here, this might be placement, and I'm assuming that this is probably a back button. On the back, you have your back buttons as you would get in any normal Pro controller, and this is a switch to switch back and forth between Bluetooth or the dongle that's in the base over there. Okay, and also you can switch this to have a mouse like style trigger. So this is full trigger here, and when I turn it on, it has regular trigger, and it feels mousy like you're like mouse clicking. On the top you have the left bumper, right bumper, left trigger, right trigger, and you have these extra buttons. I'm guessing these are programmable. And then you have your Bluetooth pairing button and your light indicator, USB-C plug. And that's kind of my overall around the controller for the Ultimate 2. Once I understand this a little bit more, I'll release more information. But this is my first impression of this controller. It didn't come with, it only came with this. It doesn't really tell me everything about the controller and nothing else in the box. So I will have to get back to you guys on especially these two buttons here. All right, I wanted to go to 8BitDo's website where you can kind of get the experience and the context of how you can get this controller. So either if you go to products, or you can come to this first picture right here on their latest products. I click on this, and now here is the 8BitDo Ultimate 2 wireless controller page. Okay, and it lets you know up front before you even scroll down the page, you can either order on Amazon or for the US and or UK. Now I did get mine from Amazon, so if you click here, it takes you strictly to the Amazon page. And I as you can see in the the video, I did pick the purple one. Okay, but they do have this black one and they have this white one. Well, there it is, and you have the white one. Okay, to me, I think the purple one looks a little bit better to me, and I already have black and white controllers, and I kind of wanted to do something a little different. Okay, so now back onto their page, as you can see, the three colors that we talked about, which is on the Amazon page. You get a little bit more information once you start scrolling down. So the ultimate flagship upgrade, and this is kind of my setup. This is what I have laptop with I don't have the dongle plugged into my computer. It's actually plugged into the base, and the base is plugged up to my USB hub through the USB-A, USB-C. and the dongle is plugged at the bottom, and I didn't have to do anything. It just worked when I plugged it up. I didn't have to pair it. I didn't have to take the dongle out. And again, I believe the connection is in the dock or the base. And when you USB-C out to a USB-C hub, like what I have here, it reads the controller automatically. So it was very intuitive. All right, I showed you this in my earlier video where when you put it in, it lights up at the bottom, the controller cuts off. When you takes it off, the controller cuts right on and it's ready to use. And here's those TMR joysticks, right? So I don't understand why the packaging has Hall effects. Again, I need to do a little bit more research. Maybe Hall effects or TMR is an extension of Hall effects, just a little bit better technology, but it's in like the Hall effects family. They both use, magnets for their technology. So I would have to look more into that. So I just don't understand why they didn't just say TMR on the box. Maybe it's a more of a promotional thing where to make you think it's Hall effects and you buy it but you actually have TMR, So Hall effect triggers and mode switching, which I talked about on the overview of the controller. 6 axis motion control. See, I didn't test that out. Now that's pretty cool. So for $60, man, you get a lot in this thing compared to like a PlayStation or an Xbox controller where you don't get half of these features, and you pay more money for the controller. Extra fast bumpers for a quick reaction. So the R4 and the L4. So right here, those extra buttons. And I've looked at other YouTube videos, and a lot of people really like this button here and the placement. And I don't know a use case for my case, because when I'm on my PC, I normally use keyboard and mouse, especially first-person shooters. But I am going to try this with Call of Duty to see if this will be a good alternative or a comfortable experience playing with this controller, and maybe programming that button to do some sort of action on Call of Duty. The D-pad is pretty good. Refined tactile feedback. I actually really like the PlayStation 5's D-pad, the controller. The D-pad on their controller, to me, feels perfect. But everybody has their own preference, right? Of what they feel meets their needs. 8-speed. 8BitDo exclusive wireless technology. Okay. Precise low latency. I can definitely tell the latency on the controller. It's very snappy. 1000 hertz polling rate under both 2.4 gigahertz and wired connection ensures precise low latency responsiveness. I do feel how quick it is. Okay, here's another example of a use case. Look like they're on a tablet of some sort. More ways to play. And this is what I showed looking at the box. That's where the dongle plugs up. And here's the USB-C cord here. And I'm guessing these both intertwine with each other, or they connect together. But you can pull this out and plug this up, as you can see here. Okay. I like this feature. I think this feature is pretty cool. I love the lighting effect. I love the there's a lot of personality with this controller that you can do, right? I love this is unique. I can really appreciate the responsiveness of the LED lights and what they did with this controller to just kind of give it more character. I think that's a really cool feature. Okay. And then, more statistics of your controller, the software version 2, and here's all the updates, I guess, for this. So, pause it, look at it, read it, get more information on this controller. I just wanted to go through the website and just get the information here and get it in front of you. And I'm experiencing this I wouldn't say for the first time, because when I first reported on this, I was already looking at this information. But for folks who've seen this video for the first time, here's a little bit more information on the controller here. Pause it, take a look at it, get informed, and just soak in the information like I do. But this controller is really cool. It's really nice. So after unboxing, checking out the features, testing the layout, and even getting some hands-on gameplay, I gotta say I love this controller for my PC. The TMR joysticks feel incredibly smooth, the build quality is solid, and everything about it just feels premium. Whether you're gaming casually, competitively, this controller delivers a fantastic experience, especially for $60. And honestly, it might just be my new go-to for PC gaming. If you're looking for a high quality controller with next gen joysticks technology, the 8BitDo Ultimate 2 is definitely worth checking out. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Are you picking one up or are you sticking with your current setup? As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss out on more gaming and tech content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.